While you are sleeping, the global financial system is being restructured, and your life savings are in danger if you don't know what to do. For decades, holding US dollars was the smart play. It was a way to protect yourself. In the past, we held cash for emergencies. Not that long ago, people said they were hiding money under their mattress for a rainy day. Most experts agree de-dollarization is not just a far-off conspiracy theory anymore. It's happening right now. And if your entire life, your income, your savings, your passport, your home is all in one country, you are exposing yourself to massive financial danger. And this doesn't just apply to Americans. It's a bad idea for anyone from any country to put everything they have in one place. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why the decline of the dollar makes spreading your life out across multiple countries absolutely necessary for your survival and freedom. Hi, I'm Rebecca, and on this channel, I talk to you about building a life and finances that can travel with you. First, let's take away the fancy words. What exactly does de-dollarization mean, and what happens when the world stops using the US dollar as the world's reserve currency? In 1944, delegates from 44 countries met in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to create a new international monetary system after World War II. At the time, the United States held most of the world's gold reserves, so global currencies were pegged to the US dollar, and the US dollar itself was backed by gold. But in 1971, the United States got off the gold standard for the dollar, meaning the US dollar is not backed by gold anymore. But the US dollar still remained the world's reserve currency. This meant the United States could print endless money now because they weren't limited to only print the amount they were backing up with gold. Normally, if a country prints huge amounts of money, its own currency loses value because there is so much money that the prices in that country go up really fast. But because the US dollar is the global reserve currency, foreign governments, banks, large international corporations, and investors also want to hold dollars. Other countries need dollars to buy oil and to participate in international trade and repay debt. Plus, they want to build up their own dollar reserves so that inflation gets spread out across the world instead of just affecting the United States. But right now, the trust is broken. Many countries around the world are moving away from the dollar. They are trading in their own currencies, buying huge amounts of gold. This is why we saw the price of gold spike so high last year. And they're building a banking system outside of the US dollar system. Since Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz, we are even seeing oil being bought and sold with Chinese yuan and cryptocurrency instead of dollars. And here's the problem. When other countries don't need dollars anymore, all of those trillions of dollars the US printed, they don't just go away. They flow back into the US economy, which causes more inflation. It weakens the middle class, and your money is worth less and less. We've all heard, don't put your eggs in one basket, and most people are taught to diversify their investments into stocks, bonds, and real estate, but no one ever tells you to diversify your life. Think about it. If you have one citizenship, you live in that country, you pay taxes to that country, you keep your money in the bank in that country, you are completely trapped. You are completely dependent on the success of that government. If your government decides to aggressively hike taxes, freeze bank accounts, implement capital controls, or make it illegal to own gold and then take the gold away from you, or if they decide to devalue your currency to pay off debt, you have zero options. And if you think these things sound far-fetched, every single one of these things has happened in the US, except the freezing of bank accounts, and that one happened in Canada only a few years ago. Donald Trump, whether you love him or hate him, has even repeatedly said he wants a weaker dollar, saying that it makes American exports cheaper and more competitive in the world. So essentially, relying on one country is a big mistake and a big risk. This is where the multi-country lifestyle comes into play. This is what many people call flag theory. You break apart your life and then you plant different flags in different countries. And it isn't just the ultra wealthy doing this anymore. Next, I'm going to give you 3 fast, easy ways to protect your money. So if you're happy with the value in this video so far, please give it a thumbs up before we move on. First, diversify your income. You earn in multiple currencies, or you target assets that thrive outside of traditional Western banking system. Second, Diversify your residency. Get a second passport or a legal residency in a country that values freedom and privacy and doesn't tax your foreign earned income. If you can, buy real estate in a country that allows foreigners to buy with the same rights as citizens. Third, move a portion of your savings offshore. Move your cash into stable countries, open bank accounts there. You can buy physical gold and securely store it in other countries in private vault storage. By spreading your life across 2 or 3 countries, no one government can completely wipe you out or control your future. So, what is your next move? You don't have to pack your bags and move tomorrow. Just start building your plan step by step. You can start this week by opening a multi-currency account to hold other currencies besides the US dollar. And think about scheduling a trip to a country like Georgia to open a term deposit account. If your ancestors came to the US from another country, find out if you're eligible for citizenship by descent. Research digital nomad or retirement visas in countries that you might like living in. Check out residency options that give you a legal right to live somewhere else when things get chaotic at home. Most countries have more than one path to get legal residency, either by donation, proving you have a certain amount of income or savings, or by investing in real estate or in a business. I have other videos talking about countries that work well as a plan B. I'll link to those right here. The global financial order is reshaping itself right now. They used to tell us it was a conspiracy theory, but over the past couple of years, it's just kind of become common knowledge. The people who can adapt and move will thrive, but the people who can't and they keep everything in one system will be trapped. If you are at a point where you're not sure what to do next, leave a comment. Let's talk about what a real exit strategy looks like. I'm sharing my journey in hopes that it will help someone else. I post new videos on Wednesday and Sunday. I hope you will subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. Let me know which countries you are thinking about moving to. You can watch some of my other videos to get suggestions and see which places I like, and I'll see you in the next video.